All right, we're here with Teresa Stevens, the owner of the Cast Iron Grill. Just wanted to visit with her about some of the changes that the Cast Iron Grill's made to the whole experience of coming to the Cast Iron Grill and what we're doing different to service our customers and take care of our employees and all those good things. So what are some of the things that have changed at the Cast Iron Grill to this whole ordeal?
Well, we don't get to hug anymore.
Right?
Yeah, we don't get to see our amazing guests anymore.
True.
We are still Monday through Friday, so that hasn't changed. We don't serve breakfast anymore, so that's kind of changed. But as far as quality food, quality service, that stayed the same. So that the atmosphere of the Cast Iron Grill and our heart of service is still here. It's just being shifted in all kinds of different directions.
Gotcha. So basically, like for your lunches now, obviously there used to be a line at the front door and from 11 to 2. And so what, kind of tell me what you guys have done to still service your customers.
So we open from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday for lunch. We have a drive-through that customers can literally pull up at the restaurant. We've got girls, usually Brittany and Allison or Cassie, sitting out front. They can take your order right then and there. You pull around the building and you pick it up on the other side. It's so easy. It's our regular menu with a few modifications. So they hand you the menu of what we've got going on. They take your order, they run inside, they take the transaction, and you pull around, and we are so fast, even though we are not fast food, but we literally can get you taken care of in a good
just
4 to 5
minutes.
Absolutely. And so we've got that way, and that's our drive-through.
Awesome.
And so, but then you can also call in. And so Ray will answer the phone and she'll say, "It's a great day at the Cast Iron Grill. This is Ray. How can I help you?"
Well, that hadn't changed.
Absolutely. That has not changed. And so you can call in your order and you can give them your name. And they'll say, "Hey, give us, 8-9 minutes. We'll have you ready." And then you're going to pull up to the front of the building and park. One of their girls will come out and get your name. And then from then on, they will come and process your payment, take your food out, and then you're on your way. And so we've got 2 ways that you can order at the Cast Iron Grill for lunch, and that's 11 to 2, Monday through Friday.
So you have your delivery, I'm sorry, your drive-through, and you also have your curbside.
Yes.
And some menus for those you can get on your website.
Yes, castirongrillubbock.com.
Awesome. So, and all that's on there.
All of that's on there. Everything we've got going on is on that website. And then, of course, on our social media. We have quite a few Facebook pages, Instagram pages, whatnot. And you can find everything we do every single day on there. But our website, you can find that menu in our few. And we haven't modified a huge portion of our menu. Our full menu is on there. We've just taken off a few things.
Yeah.
And our daily specials are still there. Everything that the people love about the Cast Iron Grill and our daily specials are still there, are still optional every day.
Perfect. So, also, I noticed on one of your Facebook posts that you said there's like 4 different ways you can do a meal from the Cast Iron Grill. So let's move on to the third one, which is what you've got going on later in the day, I believe. So for your dinner meals, kind of give us an idea how that is going.
So that's the biggest change. That's the newest thing for the Cast Iron Grill, and that's what we've had to. Sorry, touched my face. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that we've done through COVID-19. So we had to reinvent ourselves. Everybody in Lubbock's had to reinvent themselves through this thing, and so we brought on family dinners, and so we have a menu in place that you can call the Cast Iron Grill, and we have like 7 or 8 options on there, and you can call throughout the day and place that order, and you can either pick up at night from 5 to 6, or you can have a delivery. And we did delivery service because we've got 10 girls, and so it keeps them busy, and those girls are our servers. And obviously we don't have anybody that they can wait on right now. So that's how we're keeping them busy, is with this delivery service. So these family dinners is you call in, you place the order from that particular menu, our family dinner menu, and then you can pick up from 5 to 6. It's so easy. You pull up to the cast iron grill, you just get in line, you tell the girls your name, we bring it right out, and you go on about your day.
Awesome. So kind of tell me some of the menu items that you've had on your dinner, your family dinners.
So of course we have our chicken fried steak, because it has been voted best in Lubbock for quite a few years now, so we couldn't leave that off of there.
Nice.
So we have our chicken fried steak, we have our hand breaded chicken tenders, we have our meatloaf, pot roast, chicken spaghetti. We have 12-ounce smoked porterhouse pork chops that comes with a baked potato. They are fabulous. We have a sweet chili salmon that comes with broccoli and honey glazed carrots. Did I say chicken spaghetti?
Yeah, probably once.
Okay, chicken spaghetti. Kind of put me on the spot there. I can't remember everything on the menu this week. And that menu rotates. Like we took off King Ranch and we kind of had a revolt. So I think King Ranch is going to go back on there next week.
Sure.
We've tried to put things on, take things off, put things on, take things off. And so we're kind of playing with it a little bit. But those are the bulk of what we know that we can't take certain things off because people haven't liked that. So we're trying to make it where people really can have our good, hearty comfort foods during this time at night to feed their families.
Awesome. So you can do your lunch,
11 to
drive
2.
through 11 to 2. You can do your curbside, which is call in and then it'll be ready when you get here, 11 to 2,
Mm-hmm.
which also goes to your dinner packs. You can do curbside, or you can do delivery from 5 to 6 at night.
Mm-hmm.
So no more breakfast. You've got the dinner thing going. And how have you adapted to that? Like, I'm sure your sleep schedule's crazy. I'm sure you just kind of give us a little bit about some Teresa stuff. That's what we want to hear.
Well, so I think the first 3 weeks we all ran on no sleep.
Right.
Stress was a big factor. And then you realize that fear over faith doesn't work. And so you have to allow faith over fear. And so that's what we're all kind of doing. We all created, they say it takes 2 weeks to create a new normal. I think it takes about three and a half, because now we've created a new normal. I've gotten back into sleeping till about 5 o'clock in the morning, which for 13 years I slept till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. That part's been really nice. Now, make no mistakes, none of this is nice. But getting to sleep extra, we're just all adjusting. We're all just trying to find a new normal in all of this. We miss our guest. That's what we miss. We're just creating a new normal and trying to survive. We are very blessed that we all have each other to be able to get through this.
Sure. So let's go to the last one. Number 4, the fourth way you can get food from the cast iron grill.
So the fourth way you can get food from the cast iron grill is the amazing food truck. And the reason I say the amazing food truck, because this food truck, we actually purchased it 2 years ago, and it rolled into town. And
Wait, okay, so I don't want you to lose your train of thought, but let's talk about it rolling into town.
yeah,
So, let's talk about the adventure that your most fabulous husband, that's me,
That's you.
and son got to go on.
yes. And so the food truck was custom built in Florida. And we were so excited. We started building it in 2018 in March, and it was always a dream of yours to build this. I was not quite on board when we started this thing, but it was always a dream of yours, so we got it. And so Branham and Shelby took off to Florida to pick it up. in May of 2018 and proceeded to drive this sucker back. And I believe it took you 2 weeks to get it back. Is that correct?
No, I don't think it took us that long, but it did feel like 2 weeks. I can assure you. It's the best part about the trip. Well, there was really multiple great things, but the first one was they were like a day or two behind, so we got to sit around and not sit around, but go down to Key West and just do some father-son things that was really nice. And then heading back,
the World Series was on.
Yeah,
so
the
got to stop
Texas
and listen.
Tech's going in the playoffs and are in the World Series and trying to get to the World Series actually. So we would stop in little rest stops or wherever we could and watch the games on our phone, and then so we'd take little 3-hour breaks and head back. So it was really neat. But we talked the other day about it, and I asked Branham, I said, would you do it again? And he said, absolutely not, but I wouldn't trade the trip for the world.
Right. So and beautiful memories.
I feel that, yeah. So anyway.
Once in a lifetime. So, the food truck came back into town and we had amazing, great plans for it.
Yeah.
That maybe you and I would retire one day with this food truck, many years from now, whatever. And, but obviously, the Lord had a different plan for us, and we started having major problems with the food truck that a lot of people don't know about.
To say the least.
And for all of y'all that booked the food truck during the first year that it was here in Lubbock, and now that we had to cancel, we had a lot of mechanical problems with the truck itself, not the kitchen. The kitchen was built perfectly. It was the truck. And so for a long time, we wondered why we had the food truck.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we got that answer not too long ago. I think the Lord revealed to us that was what was going to keep the cast iron grill going. Yeah. And so that was answered, yeah. But so anyway, let's talk about the food truck. So it goes out. Shelby Lynn. Yeah, we talked about not crying before the interview.
I know. So this stinking food truck, it's a beast to run. It's a lot of work. Puts out great food. It has 5 to 6 crew members on it every single day. It travels all over the place. Our son Branham has been running it. He's been doing a great job. But it is literally what's been keeping the cast iron grill open during this time. And
Sure.
We're so thankful for it. Goes to Adaloo, goes to Shallow Water. Those towns have just really come out for us. Showed us great support. It's gone out to Buffalo Springs Lake and the Ransom Canyon area, and those people have really shown great support. New home, oh my gosh. New home, we had to bring reinforcements out twice for food and whatnot. I mean, it was just such a blessing. And so we are so thankful because we've been able to bring the cast iron grill to other little communities. And that's what's kept us going. And so the fourth thing, and it's been a really important thing, is the food truck.
Cool. So, all right, let's get off all that. So tell me, we didn't even talk about this, but just tell me how your employees are doing.
They're good.
Okay.
They're good. They are hanging in there.
Okay.
It's a tough adaptation. Our kitchen manager, Antonio, he is very structured. And so because we are just like this every single day.
Every day we're adapting to something.
And so every day we are adapting to something different. And so, we are all adapting. Our bakery is adapting every single day. And so it's tough. But everybody in town is adapting. And so I know that people that are watching this are saying, yeah, we're adapting too. So we all get it. We're all in the same boat. But it's real human lives going on in these buildings. And we are so thankful that we are essential and that we do continue to get to work. We are very blessed by that. We make no mistake by that. But it is hard. It's extremely hard. It's extremely hard to open up your eyes every single day and think, wow, this is our lives.
Sure.
This is our lives. And that instead of us getting so busy, I ask Ashley every day, how are you? Not just how you doing, because that's how we always do it. But no, how are you today? We've had family members over the last 4 weeks diagnosed with cancer, and we've had people with my family with heart problems, and someone has gotten bit by a dog, and we've had someone fall down off a ladder and hurt his hand. I mean, just kind of crazy things going on, and you can't get the kind of medical help you need because it's all based on the COVID-19, and just really strange stuff. And so it's just, we're all adapting, and my girls, man, they're great. They're all just adapting, and they're all just hanging in there. And these girls are trying to work and school their children, and their kids are up here with us and trying to do schoolwork and learning the restaurant business. And they say that they play restaurant at home now, and that's precious to me. They've got some good kids. They should be very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, so you brought, I agree with everything that you said there. It's the everybody's having to change and adapt. We're not special when it comes to that. But there's definitely some positives going on.
Absolutely.
And our prayer is that everyone, stays safe and that we're all better for this.
And I truly believe that we will be better for this. If we're not, there's something wrong with us. Because I believe that the Lord has given us a reset. And all of us talk about that all the time. And even my oldest son and I have talked about that a lot. That even though there's financial struggles and stress, and for so many people, personally, business-wise and whatnot, our lives have slowed down a little bit.
Sure.
And we've been able to enjoy. And where you and I live, we've seen people enjoy fishing and being with families and slowing down. And I was reading an article the other day that, it's hard to find Bibles in places now because people are buying Bibles and reading them for the first time in years and years. And, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, pretty powerful stuff. And so if we use this for better, we have to, then it's what a valuable lesson we've all been given.
Absolutely. Well, I know we've got to get to work, and I wanted to say thanks for sitting down and let's hashing out a few things that we needed to let people know was going on at the cast iron, and explaining things, and but we just want Lubbock to know that we really appreciate the generosity and the support that has been given to the Cast Iron Grill, and we just pray for the rest of Lubbock to be experiencing the same thing that we're experiencing from people supporting local. I've been very impressed with that. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there.
Thanks for the talk.
Thanks for the talk. Hey, we'll have to do this again sometime.
Absolutely. I'll see you tomorrow.
You want to? All right.